Hi everybody. This video is about finger picking, which is a really nice thing to be able to do on the ukulele. It's a good way to kind of create some interesting textures with some really basic chord progressions, and there are some songs where it comes in really handy. So the first thing I want to talk about is different ways to finger pick. There's a lot of different methods you can use, and you can kind of find the one that suits you best, what feels good to your hand. So the first one I'm going to talk about is just using your thumb, just going thumb, 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 down through all four strings. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I play a C chord while I do this, it sounds really nice. Thumb, 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 thumb. Just like that. And that's a good way to just do a really simple four-beat picking pattern. The second strumming or finger picking pattern that is really useful is what I call the 4-finger roll. So that uses your thumb, index finger, middle finger, and ring finger, and each one gets assigned to a specific string. And if you notice my hand position, how my fingers meet the strings is kind of on a diagonal. My thumb is on top and it's plucking down. My index finger is plucking kind of at a diagonal towards the heel of my hand. It's pulling basically like as if I was closing my fingers into a fist. So index finger pulls up, middle finger pulls up, and ring finger pulls up. G, C, E, A, thumb, index, middle, ring. And when I'm done, everything's kind of folded up into a fist, and when I'm ready to do it again, I can reset on the strings. The nice thing about this is when I pluck with my thumb, I'm anchored by my other fingers. And when I pluck with my index finger, I'm still resting here. So I always have sort of a point of reference for touch. And then I reset my fingers so they touch the strings. So this is also a 4-beat picking pattern. Thumb, index, middle, ring. Thumb, index, middle, ring. Just like that. After that, we've got the 3-finger roll, which is another 4-beat picking pattern. But the way this one works is rather than have 4 fingers occupying all 4 strings, I'm going to play the G and the C with my thumb. So I go down with my thumb, down with my thumb, pluck into my hand with my pointer and also my middle finger. And that looks like this. Thumb, thumb, middle, pointer, middle, thumb, thumb, pointer, middle. That's the one I use the most. I think that for my hand that's more comfortable than the 4-finger roll, but your mileage may vary. So the next one that I'm going to talk about is what I call an alternating roll. And the way that goes is thumb, index, thumb, middle. So for this one, I'm not playing the strings in order. I'm playing the G string, then the E string, then the C string, then the A string. And this one is starting to feel a little more like a folky pattern. So you've probably heard some things like that in like folk guitar or like bluegrass, stuff like that. So this alternating pattern is really useful. It provides a really nice texture. And again, that's thumb on the G string, index on the E string, thumb on the C string, middle on the A string. So it's kind of an extension of that 3-finger roll. Right. So the last one I'll talk about in this video is a 6-beat pattern. And I'm going to go back to using all 4 fingers. So thumb, index, middle, and ring. But when I do this pattern, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or if you're thinking about what string, it goes G, C, E, A, E, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This pattern has a more like waltzy feel, because 3-beat patterns and 6-beat patterns have this sort of like lilting cadence to them. This is a great one to try out with the song Hallelujah, which is kind of popular for ukulele, especially for finger picking. But yeah, Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen, or if you're familiar with the Jeff Buckley version, that's a really good song to sort of try out this pattern. And I'll just talk about a good thing to practice with this 6-beat pattern. Just using a C major chord and an A minor chord. Just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on C, and then do it again on A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just like that. And just try alternating that back and forth until it feels pretty comfortable. C, A minor. So try that out. See how it feels as you're learning these picking patterns. It's another one of those things that gets set in your muscle memory, just like a strumming pattern. So you can even try just the picking. If you mute your strings, you can just kind of sit in front of the TV or something like that, and just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, until your hand starts to do it without having to think about it so much. But yeah, have fun with that, and stay tuned for the Hallelujah video. We're just going to do a playthrough of the song Hallelujah using a 6-beat picking pattern. All right, have fun.